Mr. Scott, what are specialized driving privileges in the state of Indiana? What are specialized driving privileges in the state of Indiana? This is a question that I get all the time, and here's the context. Of course, we all need to get back and forth driving most of the time to our jobs, to take kids to school, to go to practices, to go to church, any number of things. You know, the bottom line is we are a very mobile society, and by and large part, we depend on cars in one way or the other. And so one thing that I've come to understand in my experience in terms of working in this field is that it is very easy to lose your driver's license, to lose your driving privileges. Now, one of the most common ways is to get a DUI, to get arrested, to get stopped for driving under the influence. You have to go through the court process. Part of that is, if the tests have determined that, there's reason to believe that you were actually driving under the influence, your license can be suspended while the case is going on. And then, of course, even after the case is done. And so what we have here in the state of Indiana is we understand that although there are allegations that you may have committed a crime or there's some other reason that you've lost your privileges, the ability to get back and forth is so important that the state of Indiana has made the decision to do what's called specialized driving privileges. And what this means in a nutshell is that, the court, even in the course of a case going forward, will give you a limited amount, and they're called specialized because what it does is the court will lay out certain parameters. They will allow you to drive, but only to certain places and certain times. And you have to abide by that. It's not just, a carte blanche deal where you pick up a case and then you can just start driving all over the place. No, they'll say, Mr. So-and-so, Mrs. So-and-so, now we're going to allow you to drive back and forth to work, anything related to maybe your child's education, or maybe you take care of an elderly parent or grandparent, or maybe you have a medical condition, so you can go back and forth to your appointments. Some judges are very specific where they even point out in the order the addresses. They're very specific as to the time or, the times of day that you can drive. But in any course, a specialized driving privilege just simply means that you have the court's permission, despite the fact that maybe there's pending charges, despite the fact that maybe there's even a conviction, where the court gives you the ability to handle the important matters of your life and to drive under certain restrictions and limitations for a period of time up to 2 years. And so that's what it means. But of course, there are requirements for specialized driving privileges. You have to maybe have not been convicted of certain crimes in the past, etc. So if you have any questions about this, please call me. Hit me up one way or the other. I'd be more than happy to fill you in on specific questions as to your situation. I really hope that this video has been helpful. Until next time, take great care. And remember, if you have to be guilty of anything, be guilty of greatness. Take great care.